The Carolina Panthers stink. Not just today, but yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and the week before that, and the month before that, and the year before that, and then the year before that, going all the way back to the start. David Tepper bought that team in July of 2018. So his first season was 18. He's had 6 seasons, plus a little stub of the 7th, 2 games. Yesterday, the Panthers got embarrassed, absolutely embarrassed for the second week in a row. And Aaron Rodgers won his first game for the Jets. Now, not many people are covering this angle, but Aaron Rodgers having a phenomenal game for a 40-year-old. The Jets win 24-17. All is well in the world. And the Jets were able to win their 32nd game since 2018. That's right. The Panthers and Jets were tied for the worst record in the entire NFL since 2018. And now the Panthers have it all by yourself. I want to be all by myself. I wonder if Bryce Young was singing that. If that's how he feels after that game. Bryce Young, the number 1 pick in the draft. The number 1 pick in the draft. He had a historically bad day yesterday. He was so bad. You can watch all the highlight shows you want. I don't think you're going to get it. I'm going to give it to you, though. He passed for 84 yards. I did an informal poll. I went around to different high schools and colleges and different people I work with and for and from and to. Could you throw 84 yards in an NFL game if you were the number 1 draft pick in the entire world? 84 yards, over 25 pass attempts. That's pretty good, isn't it? He averaged under 4 yards. Now, I agree the NFL is doing this check down crap now. Now, not Sam Darnold, of course. Sorry, Jets fans. Yeah, but you won. You're not unhappy about that. But going 97 to JJ. However, generally, it's all a little less exciting than you'd like. The best we can get with highlights are people getting both toes down. Congratulations, Marvin Harrison Jr. Good job. The Giants receiver, almost a good job. Just one dropped catch away from a decent job. It's a different NFL. The whole rules were done to make it more offense-oriented, and now it just seems like quarterbacks are afraid. They're afraid to go deep. They're afraid to let receivers run routes. Maybe receivers are afraid to run routes. It used to be that the check was that was your fullback who would just go for a quick 3 spot, just in case of emergency, get it off to the left or the right. Now it seems to be what happens every day, every play. Bryce Young is that now. That's really all he is. David Tepper goes through coaches faster than I go through water bottles. We got a new guy. Did you know it? Can you name the coach of the Carolina Panthers? Anyone? Could you name the offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers? Bobby Cannavale is Dave Canales is the first-year head coach, and he had maybe the quote of the weekend. Bryce is our quarterback. Thank you. That is huge. I mean, that just clarifies everything. That ends all speculation. We needn't discuss his ineffectiveness because you are supporting your crap quarterback because you drafted him first overall as an organization. So you're not giving up like that. This coach was hired for the sole purpose of making Bryce Young better. So he says in a post-game quote, Bryce is our quarterback, but here we go. We're going to continue to shore and fix the things we need to fundamentally from a scheme standpoint. All those things. All right, Coach Speak Man. Let's dig down just for 1 minute on that, if you don't mind. I'm glad you can continue to shore and fix. That's like how people in New York talk about the Triborough Bridge. Let's shore it. Do we fix it? Nah, we'll just shore it up to make sure it doesn't all fall into the river from too many trucks, cars, weight, because we don't want to be Baltimore. Let's start with the shore. If that doesn't work, we go to the fix. Generally, you only do the fix once the shore doesn't work. It's like temporary versus permanent. But let's pretend we're going to shore, then we're going to fix. Now, we're going to do all the fundamentals. Like, here's how you hold your hands right when your hands are below the center's tuchus. Then we're going to do a 3-step drop back. So you're going to take 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, look right, look left, past center. You're going to check down to this guy will be there on your left. Don't you worry your little heart out, Bryce. We'll get you above 3.8 yards per passing attempt. We've got this. We're going to put in some plays. Are those fundamental fixes or are those scheme fixes? I think there's a difference. Fundamentals are the fundamentals of a sport. Schemes are what you do once you know the fundamentals of a sport. It's not a scheme to learn how to do a chest pass. That's a fundamental skill. How to catch a fly ball. We're going to really work on that. I love it when MLB teams commit a lot of errors. Hey, we're going to work on the fundamentals. You mean like the fundamentals of catching and throwing and getting fly balls or getting ground balls? I'm in. Now, what about the schemes? The schemes are the wheel play. The schemes are who's covering what you're doing on certain counts, where the defense is moving, looking at your piece of paper that you have in your hat or your jersey or your pocket. Those are some good schemes. Here's the best scheme that we can come up with for Carolina to do. If Bryce Young is this bad all season, doesn't David Tepper say, wow, this guy who I hired, Dave Canales, to coach stinks. I've gotten rid of every other coach. Why wouldn't I get rid of him? But Tepper's getting more experienced. He's got to realize, doesn't he, now that he's the worst owner in all of sports, that maybe every time he thinks of going left, he should go right. I think you better try that.